on me.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, please welcome to the stage, Melody.
Woo!
Oh, thank you. Just one button, I cannot mess it up? Okay. First, I'm so happy to be here in front of you. I know there's so much passion here, so raise of hand, who's in this industry for passion? Not for money and fame and all that. I know, well, me too, guys. It started for me when I was a kid. My parents were fitness freaks. My mom was doing classes for seniors with broomsticks and bottle of sand. And I started doing my classes when I was 16 years old, which is the legal age in France. And you can see me kind of in the bottom right trying to do some picture framing, kind of. And I never looked back. I get it? Okay. And I never looked back. I'm still doing it. I'm 41 now. I'm still doing 7 classes a week. And I just love it. It's my happy place. I love seeing the smile on the people's faces. And I really feel like I've done all the jobs, especially when, you can hear I'm French, right? So as a foreigner, when you arrive in another country, you kind of start back from the bottom of the job. So, you do the reception, you do the gym floor, you clean the dirty treadmills, and the toilets when you have to. I mean, you know the job. So I've done all the jobs from the bottom to the top, ending up being also a manager. But really, what the industry is, and all know it here, is that smile we manage to communicate, that happiness, the endorphins, that those people, we are changing their life. Maybe for 1 hour, maybe forever. And that happens also for all elderly people. So launching some programs for seniors, so Nikki, love what you're doing. Seniors, I really also believe it's the future. We are growing. We will be seniors one day if we're lucky. So that's happening. Yes, got it. But I have a second life. I have a hidden second life. And all started with this. You all know what that is, right? And I'm not talking about the chocolate, guys. I'm talking about the toy that is inside. The toy inside always got me super excited. What I was doing is closing my eyes, eating the chocolate first, opening the egg, finding the paper, hiding it, and then having a look at the pieces I had in my hand. And the best game for me was to try to understand what it was supposed to make at the end. What was it? And that was that mental process that led me to say, I want to do that as a job. I want to find those pieces and try to find a solution for it. So the surprise, the pieces, you get a toy. Yay! And hopefully it's working. Because remember at the time it was like a car or something. It was kind of moving, it was fun. And that led me to choose a job that does that. And I became an architect. Because again, you have a project, and you have constraints, and then you want to try to do a plan, and you have your toy, right? So during years, I've been building those two lives. My day job, being an architect, really serious, working with my brain, and my night job, working with my body. I love saying that to people. I love saying that to people that are not in the industry. And I thought, how do I reconcile those two things? And I was like, wait a second, the business is a little bit the same, really. The mental process is the same, even if the input and the output are different. You have constraints, and the difference is architecture, the project you create is static. But in business, it's a dynamic environment. You usually strive for growth. So there are some things that are like, okay, I have a gap in my knowledge to be able to really go from being an architect to being in the fitness industry and finally reconciliate my two lives. So I did an MBA. I was like, okay, I need to learn things. Yes, I'm curious. I love to learn stuff. I don't have in 5 minutes time to tell you all the other things I do, but for now. So I did an MBA and I learned all those things that are a little bit more about the service industry, because really the building industry, you care about the end process, but not, like the client doesn't really see how you get there. You deal with that in the back end. But in the fitness industry, the process, the client lives it. That customer experience is part of it. And now I am in a position, I'm almost there, almost happy. I'm going to swear, excuse my French, I'm a sales rep. I'm so sorry. We call that account manager to be more polite, but really that's what it is. And I work for a company that is really cool for me because it has that physical and that digital aspect. It has the data and it has the physical things you can touch. But there are some things I can act on that we have here, like the built environment, for example. Like, I cannot really do that in the company I'm in. It's not their thing. The wearable and tracking and the data, that's something that excites me. That's the technical part. That's the kind of like, how do I assemble the pieces and what do I have? What's my data? Where do I go with that? And I feel like I can, like my job is to specialize in corporate and health. So if you guys have a club, I'm not your sales rep, I'm sorry, but I'm specialized in everything that is about the health of the elderlies, of the aged care industry, and the corporate. So companies that do realize, thanks to the pandemic, we had to have that, thanks, that mental health and wellness is not just about how you look or how much you weigh, but it's about your mobility, it's about feeling good about yourself, it's about being healthy. And that doesn't always materialize in a picture of what you look like. So I specialize in those industries, really. But I feel like I need you guys to unclip my wings and to be able to help more people to find a solution for them in those type of businesses and being able to use all those elements. Because right now, well, who knows Technogym? Yeah. So they do have equipment, they do have digital, they do have services. But I would like to be able to help more people in a wider scope. So I'm here to ask you to unclip my wings and to give me a scholarship. Woo!